rescuing. What's up, my friends? We've got a good adventure today. We are gonna go pick up a truck that belongs to a friend of mine. The tank was drilled out, so we've got to change the fuel tank, do a few other things to his truck. First thing I gotta do though is put some gas in the old gas can here. All right, we got the truck. We got a lot of cleaning to do. We're gonna do just a quick oil change, tune up, just some basic maintenance stuff on this truck, and then it needs a good wash. It's been parked for a long time. The story behind this truck was somebody tried to steal it, and then they broke the ignition out. When that didn't work, they drilled 2 holes in the fuel tank and stole the gas out of it. So it sat in the yard for a few years after that. We tried some JB Weld, that really didn't seal up the hole. The fuel leaked out again. I put some more JB Weld on. It looks like I'm hoping just to hold it, just so I can do a few blocks in my house. I brought about 5 gallons, but I only put a couple gallons in. I'm hoping that's gonna be enough to make it back home, make it a few blocks. But it's, like I said, it's a big tank. That fuel's gonna slosh around a bit. So far, it looks like so good. Got a brake light on too, but no check engine light. Sounds good. With I think it's 312,000 miles on it. Still running good. My friend Dave, actually, this is his truck. He's done a lot for us. He's done a lot for a lot of people. So this is just a little something I can do to help them out. Get his old truck running again, cleaned up, looking good. To my house, now we just gotta swap some cars around and get to work. Let's just take a minute here and drink all this in with our eyeballs, take some little sips. The tires actually, for sitting for a long time, look pretty good. There is a little bit of patina on here. There is a science experiment going on the side. This is, oh, look at that. It's the Silverado. The Silverado edition, and this thing is long. This girl is long. Take a walk around. We got some plants, some vegetation going on. Oh, missing a hubcap. Tires look good still, even on this side. Got a bit of some door damage. Not really a whole lot I can do with that, unfortunately. But I think you can open the door. You just gotta know which lever in there to pull on. Can't really secure it though. You got a little bit of the typical GM clear coat peeling. 1500. Got that cap there. Got 3 out of 4. That's not bad. You got a little something coming out here. Not sure what that does. Got an air dam down here that's seen better days. We fix that or take it off. So a few months ago, I did put in a new ignition lock. That really wasn't too bad. This doesn't look too bad for sitting for a long time. A little bit of dirt. Up here, typically cars start to grow mold inside. Don't really see much mold. Interior does need to be cleaned. Typical custom headliner job there. Some push pins to hold the headliner up. Pretty common on these. Nope. That's okay. That's nice there. That's factory. Power windows, power locks. What we have here is a, can't really read it. I'm pretty sure this is a 5.7. I could be wrong. It could be a 305. Got a, well, that's the, I have to see about that. I think those normally, where do those normally go? Oh, I think they normally clip on up here, right? That's sealed for the hood. Got the under hood light. Very nice. And this did have, I did notice this had a custom bracket. This bracket was cracked and re-welded. The power steering looks a little crooked to me, but it's been like that for a while, so I don't know if I want to mess with that. See if we can clean up all the pine needles under here too. Get this working right again. Get it cleaned up, looking good. Take a look back here. That's working. There is a new tank. We're gonna put some gas in it once we get it done. I don't see parts sitting back here or anything, so that's good, other than some bumper tread. Looking under here, I think there's just the 2 straps. Yeah, that's where one of the holes is drilled. Oh, that seems like it's sealed up pretty good. There is some moisture here. There's another hole. Oh, right here. There's one hole right there. And they drilled through the plastic cover and through the tank. And then there's another hole here where they just drilled through the tank. So, and it's, you can see the JB weld did not hold even though for a few blocks, but it was enough. It held enough inside to get us back. So I think there's just these 2 straps. The filler neck needs to come out, get unhooked. And there is typically a sending unit that's dropped in the tank. Sending unit, pickup unit, sock, all that stuff's dropped in the tank. Left a little bit of a trail. So the first thing I want to do is try to clean up a lot of this stuff. Try to clean up and lube. We'll fix it right with some PB Blaster, especially the bolts that hold the tank in. I'm gonna hit those, try to lube them up a little bit. We're just gonna spray it on everything all over, and hope that some of that will sort of trickle down onto the bolt threads so it comes out easier. I was hoping I wouldn't need to jack this up and I could just kind of slide under there, but I got a bit of a problem. Here it doesn't quite fit under the truck. Pretty sure this has never been off because despite dousing this in some penetrating lube or grease or oil, it still fought me a bit. And I'm hoping I can get this off without, this will come off without, yeah, that's loose enough, that'll be. And I probably can't get to that gear. So I pull the tank and there's where all the other stuff goes. All right, what size bolt does that look like? Got stuff all over everything except the actual threads. Let me dose that a little more. With bolts like this, I spread the threads, which are, I'm taking it out. So they're gonna be coming out. However, I did spray some in the frame, but however, if this starts to give me some problems, I can screw it back in a little bit and work it back and forth. Keep hitting it with some grease, some WD-40, something on there, and hopefully work it loose without damaging the threads in there. I'm slowly working this bolt out, little by little. I know what you're thinking. You're gonna take those bolts out and that tank's gonna drop. It's gonna fall right on the ground. And no, it will not. I will cushion the blow of the tank with my face. The one good thing about having a fuel tank with a hole in it, you know it's empty. You can see this tank has dropped a little bit now. It's not very heavy. It's probably a good time to put the jack under here. So here's a fun dilemma. I've got the tank dropped a little bit. We got the filler hose off. There's another overflow hose up here, but the screw head is facing up. Who the heck put that on? Well, we still got a little bit of fuel in there, and those JB Weld patches definitely did not hold up very good. We did it, got it out. I'm gonna take that, give it a wash, pull the pump sending unit out, put it in a new tank, then put the cover back on the new one, slide it back under there. So this new tank came with a new seal and a new clip on the top, which is good. This one looks a little bit different. I don't know if it would have worked or not, but the seal was definitely shot. So pretty easy, just pull it out, stick the new one in. Gotta kind of work it around. Gotta lift it up, kind of work it around to get it out, but it wasn't too hard. I believe the tanks go in like that. That fits like a glove. We got some help from Bikes with Turtle to put the tank in. We got all the stuff in. Filler neck cleaned up. I'm just gonna pop this filler neck back in and tighten up the bolts. I think we're about done with the fuel tank. I was putting gas in it. I just put in about 4 gallons of fuel and nothing leaks. Nothing was leaking when we filled it up. I don't know what's going on with that clamp. That moved, I gotta fix that. But I don't see anything leaking otherwise, so we are in good shape, I think. All right, well that was fun. Let's see if this is gonna start. I hear the fuel pump running. Oh, starts right up, good. We're not leaking fuel, it runs, starts up. I think we're good. Let's move on to oil change next. So we did an oil change on here. For the oil, we're gonna go with some Royal Purple. I don't know if this engine really needs it, but with 300,000 miles on it, something that's really slick that's going to lubricate this engine, maybe we can go another 100,000 miles. Dave's definitely worth it, and paying a few extra dollars for real high quality motor oil was definitely going to be worth it on this truck. Now this engine calls for 5W30. We're going to put in some 10W30, mostly because that's all my local parts store had. But with an engine with 300,000 miles on it, tolerance has opened up a little bit. I think the extra thickness, a little bit extra thickness is going to help. Starting to get dark out. I think the last thing I'm going to do tonight is change the air filter. I did get an air filter. Hopefully it's the right one. There's a few different options that were completely different. Oh wow, that's stuck on there pretty good. So hopefully the one I got fits. That actually doesn't look too bad, but we're going to put a new one in anyway. There's the difference between the old ones and the new ones. The new one definitely has more pleats. This is a Purelator. The old one, we have a name on it. Service Champ. That was probably from oil lube place. But you can see the Purelator's got a lot more pleats on it. I think it'll do a lot better. It looks like they're the same size. So we should probably clean the pine needles out of here before we replace it, because it'll go right into the filter next. Now we'll take a little look at the throttle body. That doesn't look too bad. We're gonna be okay with that. So I think this is gonna be the last thing we're gonna do tonight. Starting to lose some daylight. Ooh, it's been a pretty toasty afternoon. See how this sounds. Got no oil pressure, no oil pressure, no oil pressure. Oh, there we go, oil pressure. This does have the typical light switch issue that has been repaired with some external screws and stuff. So tomorrow we've got the cap, rotor, spark plugs, spark plug wires, and I think that should help this run a little bit better. Oh, and tomorrow a lot of cleaning. A lot of cleaning.